Hello, and welcome back to another stream of AC Shadows as part of our historical order run. Today we're continuing with Yasuke and Naoe for the first time together. After 5 streams we finally unlocked Yasuke as a fully playable character. And yeah, today is definitely gonna focus a bit more on him now that, you know, we spent so much time with Naoe. And yeah, I'm looking forward to see, you know, how we're gonna go about rooting out the masked order together. Actually, one thing I have to take care of immediately here, because sometimes the game likes to just go with keyboard, even though you have a controller connected. Yeah. Hello there, Stanley. Welcome in. And good morning. An early Crooked stream. I know, right? It's like a once a year type of thing. Yeah, Levi has actually go into the office for a few days this week and had to wake up like super early today. And I have to work like late in the day, so I figured, you know what? Let's actually do like an early one today. Got a bit of extra time on my hands, so gonna make a head start here on Yasuke's story. And I'm looking forward to actually have him, you know, be like more in the focal point here. But yeah, I hope you're having a good morning yourself so far, Stanley. Holy shit, 43 mastery points. So like pretty much all the mastery points up until this, you know, point we've gotten to with Naoe. Okay, so let's have a look at the samurai skill tab here. Huh, that's pretty cool. So you can swap weapon during a combo to transition into a quick attack while switching to your alternate weapon, extending your combo, brutal assassination, get to the chopper. Hello Dr. Darling, welcome in. Indeed, yeah, sneaky early morning stream. Yeah, we had a very early start into the day today. Levi had to get up at like 6 AM to get into the office today for a few days. And I have to work late today, so I figured let's just do an early one, I guess. Get a bit of extra time to work on Yasuke's story. Or we can get a higher impact of a Sparta kick. Noise. They still have a bull rush ability. But like an ability called exactly the same in Odyssey. Well, you know, they call it here crash collision, but in the description it says bull rush. Ah, that sucks, Stanley. Sorry to hear, dude. I hope you feel much better soon. And that you're staying well and hydrated. But yeah, that definitely sucks in the summertime. You know, if it's like also warm on top of it and you're feeling like you already have like a pretty high, you know, body heat. It's been like so warm tonight. I think I slept like 4 hours or so. Not gonna lie. It was like 37 degrees yesterday, and then during the night it only cooled down to like 25 to 27, which we're not really used to be honest. Like during the night it's usually at least like maximum 20 degrees. So it was very warm, and we also had to wake up super early today. But hey, considering that, I actually feel, you know, quite fine. I'm sure it's gonna backfire tonight. And I'm gonna go to bed like quite early. It's hot and humid, but if you turn on the fan or AC, you get more sick. But if you don't and you get sweaty, it might help with detox. So weird. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, it's not easy, you know, kind of like dealing with both the heat and, you know, also lowering your own like body heat. I think it's definitely important to like drink a lot of water. So you can, you know, like naturally cool down your own body. But I'm not sure if like turning on the fan would be like bad if you're feeling under the weather. At least if you're staying hydrated. But I'm also not an expert either. It's not a situation I had very often. The last time I was like really sick in the like high summertime was like, I think 3 years ago. When I was like severely ill with like COVID. That wasn't a good time either. I think I was like sick for almost 3 weeks straight. And like literally no energy whatsoever, just like laying in the bed pretty much. Yeah, that was definitely the hottest day so far this year, 37 degrees. But yeah, that can definitely happen in the summertime for sure. And we also tend to have like pretty high humidity. So that together is like a deadly combo. Like there's some people, you know, visiting Germany in the summertime and then being super surprised by how unbearable the heat can be. Thankfully it's not for super long usually. Like it was only 1 day now for us, but there's definitely been times like where, you know, we've had like 40 degrees for like 2 weeks straight up. And like even above 40, like max temperature 43 degrees. That was an awful time. Like, not really built for that, and we're not really used to it, so given that it only happens like, you know, for a few weeks every year, definitely hits a bit harder. Okay, I definitely want to get the link attack here, be able to swap our weapon mid-combo. I'm also gonna go for the brutal assassination. So it's not particularly stealthy, I guess, but you can technically assassinate someone with it. But yeah, I guess Yasuke's code of honor, you know, requires him to not backstab people. So he still confronts him before killing them. I'm also gonna improve it for larger enemies. Let's also get a heavy impact on war. Kick. Yeah, right now we don't really have like a super good Naginata. So I'm gonna focus on the katana a bit. But to be honest, we have so many mastery points. I can probably like max out most of the abilities here. Yeah, let's get the sheathed attack. Hold left bumper and press light or heavy attack to sheath the katana and launch a stronger strike that can break the target's guard. I like the sound of that. Let's get the far reach for the Naginata. Enemies hit by the tip of the Naginata take 15% more damage. Also the whirlwind. Hold left bumper and press... it's like alternating between light and heavy attack for a powerful combo, dealing 5% more damage with each strike. So this isn't a sign, is it? Oh, this is like a... Yeah, right, that's like a passive ability. You just basically like sprint into people. I want to keep a couple mastery points because we're gonna eventually unlock like more categories, I guess, for Yasuke as well. And would be good to kind of like have a few spare mastery points. So I think we're gonna leave it here. I should try Leap of Faith on a haystack as Yasuke. I imagine he does like a ass bomb or something. But I'm gonna be curious for sure. The Naginata is a bladed melee weapon with a hilt of over 2 meters, used by samurai daisho, monk, and ronin archetypes. Its reach makes it ideal for crowd control, keeping enemies at bay and clearing large spaces around Yasuke. This length can be quite the disadvantage when defense is required, as it becomes cumbersome. Oh shit. Can I check there's something in cultural discovery here? I think it's a Kenio codex entry that pops up every time you relog into the game. I think this one becomes, you know, unread by default every time. Because it definitely read all of the entries we had up until this point in the last stream. Oh. So there's no clues for every major target here almost. Naginata for level 20. I mean, that's close enough to our level here. Before level 18. The Morna, level 22. Yeah, Akechi Mitsuhide, the one who betrayed Oda Nobunaga, the mastermind behind the Honoji incident, and also manipulating, Naoi and helping him. He's quite high level, so that makes sense, that he's gonna be more like an endgame enemy here. Venoba for level 25. And the Ox for level 27. So I guess I'm gonna go actually by the order, It's like easier for one, but also usually the level order is meant to be also a type of like playing order by the developers. Just gonna go into that direction, I think, of Yamashiro. This fool has only ill fortune to bestow on others, and Naoi is no exception. What about Yasuke? Yasuke has key memories he can recall from his past. Focus further into Yasuke's journey. Yay, more flashbacks. The game didn't have enough yet. And we gotta meet Lady Nena, an old and enigmatic confidant who holds connections that may help in the fight against Yasuke's enemies. A lot of entries. Yeah, it's gonna be a good amount of time we're gonna spend on the database and the character discovery tab. These are a bit shorter in the database and more contained most of the time. But yeah, the character discovery has quite a few entries here and they're also, considerably lengthy. But yeah, it's been good. Learning more about the history, and it also goes to show that they actually did put a lot of effort into realizing the historical setting. Because a lot of what you can read here actually translates into the game on some level. At least in my experience so far. Oh, so gold can be used to upgrade something to our level without using any other materials. I wonder who I can actually talk to as Yasuke.
Who is that? Someone hiding.
What has happened here? Before you say anything, I wasn't lurking.
Not very well, no.
This place was a farmstead once. Now it seems she's taken to adopting strays.
You have been here before.
He has. A long time ago.
Tomiko, are you going to introduce me?
If you are a friend of Tomiko's, then you are welcome here.
Best tell them who I am, Tomiko. Assuming you remember.
I told you once of a battle that turned these fields to ash. Rufino here and his companions are the only reason I did not suffer the same fate. He saved both me and Heiji.
Little Heiji. Is he well?
Not so little anymore.
So, Rufino, why are you here?
I need people I can trust.
I trust these two with my life. This is Fujibayashi Naoe, and he goes by Yasuke.
Just Yasuke. I don't meet many foreigners who bear Japanese names.
Adaptation means survival. For a stray.
In a strange land, all strays are brothers.
Come. You can tell us your tale as we share sake.
But I'm pause real quick, but I think it's kind of funny, you know. This is actually one of the recent post-launch quests that got added to the game in a recent patch. And the way Yasuke talks about, you know, her, the one kind of like running this place is like you already know her, right? Because they probably expect you to have played through the game. But in our game and playthrough, you know, Yasuke literally just met her, so they don't even know each other whatsoever. That's kind of funny, you know, how it's seeming like this is, you know, quite late in the main story or something, like they all got to know each other quite well. You could say almost leaning into spoiler territory, because we haven't even gotten to a point yet with Yasuke where, you know, a relationship has been built up to that degree. But yeah, that's the thing with like post-launch content, you know, which is supposed to be able to be, you know, completed midway through the game. But maybe is more with the intention of being played afterwards. But yeah, we're gonna follow this quest for now, but not sure if we're gonna finish it at this point. Depends where it takes us and what level it also is gonna be.
My sake?
Yes, your sake.
I was born in Portugal. Brought to these islands on the winds of greed, and then abandoned on the streets. I was just a child. But eventually I found a friend. An amigo. Together we made this place our home.
So, what trouble have you stirred up that you feel the need to call in a life debt?
Your amigo and I had been working for the Portuguese. Translating mostly. But when one of our contacts turned up dead, I investigated. I discovered that someone, a group, I think, is plotting to kill locals and replace them with strangers. And their targets aren't daimyo or taxmen. They're just kindly merchants, wise fishermen, generous cooks.
Why target such people?
What better way to kill a community than to cut out its heart?
So we stop them. How?
They have a ship. The group's research on potential targets is there. Names, locations. If we destroy their research...
They cannot kill those they cannot find.
I would be deeply in your debt if you were to help these people.
No debt required. These two will help.
Tomiko!
They'll help or I'll kick them out. Let's see how much of my sake you give away when you are sleeping with wild pigs. Now, go! It sounds like you have a ship to find.
She hasn't changed.
Indeed, Dr. Darling. Yeah. Yeah, this was added quite recently. So it's a bit funny playing it at this point of a story, like so early. Because it makes it seem like Yasuke has already, you know, built up a considerable relationship with the people living in the homestead. Even though we literally just arrived as him. Okay, so I wonder what level this quest actually is here. our level. So I guess we can do it. Whoa, what's he get there? I was under the impression that maybe there's like more to it here, but there isn't.
What is it, Tomiko?
One of our people, there has been no sign of them for days.
Is this unusual? Where were they when you last heard from them?
Akashi. And you are right. It would not be concerning, if not for their last message.
Go on.
They spoke of missing villagers. A strange presence. I fear our agent may have fallen victim to the same fate.
I will go there and see what I can find.
Be careful. Something feels very wrong about this.
Hello there.
You know, it would be actually quite nice if by having, you know, this pup be with us, if like after a certain amount of time, like maybe one season, you know, it returns like really good fur. Because it would be like a transformation that a pup like this that has been neglected and abused so much would undergo, you know, if actually got like the proper care. It would be a bit heartbreaking if it, you know, stays in this condition. But I guess it does, because it's of course the same, you know, model. But it would be a nice detail, you know, kind of showcasing that the pup is doing much better.
Hello there.
Okay, we actually have a Naginata here, and we could upgrade it. Not so much, actually. I think at this point I'm just gonna stick to the samurai sword.
Hurry back.
Probably gonna get something for our level soon. Either way. Right, I think in that case I'm done here for now. Okay, so I wanna go into the direction of the next main story. But I also wanna do like any major side quest on the way there. Ja, also jetzt hier in Yamashiro. Even off an Ogura Pond at the Byodoin Temple. Ah ja, ist over here. There we go. There's actually a few things we could do here first. For instance, we can still talk to the farmer and actually get a reward for doing so. There's also a Kofun here. Okay, I'm gonna take care of a few side stories first. Hello, Valeo, welcome in. Good morning. That's an early one today. Like a once a year type of thing. Okay, so given that I started this mission as Naoi, I also want to talk to a farmer as Naoi. Would be a bit weird if I just, you know, went as a different character. Yeah, so far I'm quite enjoying Shadows, I have to say. It's been really fun and I like the open world exploration. They definitely changed a few things about it too. You know, like viewpoints don't unfog like the whole map anymore. And if you play unguided, then you're gonna do quite a bit of investigating yourself and make use of the scout system and like focusing within the game world to find stuff. There's also, you know, quite a few new additions to the stealth gameplay that are fun to play around with. The writing and the story has been a bit of a mixed bag so far. But we're also quite early into it. We just finished the first act here at this point. It's a bit early to say.
You won't be seeing any bandits for a while.
Truly? Oh, thank you. I hope it lasts. Take this. It is only right.
Thank you. Please, look out for yourself and your neighbors. You're in this together.
I will. With the bandits gone, we have new hope. Thank you.
So much side stuff here. Parkour. I mean, to be fair, they could also make Yasuke not be able to climb cliffs and stuff. Considering, you know, his weight and how heavy he is.
Only now I can get inside this coffin.
Ah yeah. There's some Kofuns that are character specific, it seems. We found one for Yasuke last time where we couldn't play as him yet. But this one is for Naoi only. Didn't have enough swing there. But you can't really see far sometimes whatsoever. Guess you have to dive here. Hello there, Mr. Goody. Welcome in. I am, yeah. Quite a bit earlier today than usual. Hope you're having a good day so far, dude. I had to connect it to another swing there. Oh, come on now. That's equivalent to Black Flag when you can't like swing over to board another ship and Edward just jumps into the water. Something that Rod is well acquainted with in his Water's Lava Challenge. Just ridiculous. That one as well. I clearly pressed left bumper there. I think you feel like a millisecond time window. Oh, dude. I was like even spamming the button now. What is the time window? Okay.
Time to go.
Playing racing games relaxing. Very nice, dude. So what racing game are you playing at the moment? Ooh, Dirt 5, nice. I haven't played that one yet, but I really enjoyed Dirt 3. Wouldn't mind playing more of the Dirt games. But yeah, Dirt 3 was a lot of fun. It was like my first ready game of that sort. Oh, I can imagine. Yeah. That's a nice car, the Porsche 911. That's one I drove quite a bit in the Need for Speed games. Like Most Wanted. Hasn't been like this since AC1. Sorry, what has been like this? With cliffhangers. Sorry, I'm not quite sure what you're referencing to right now. You got Dirt 3 also, you think? That's a really good game. It really holds up quite well, too. Like, graphically speaking, but also the driving mechanics are really good, I thought. That's true, Stanley. Yeah, there's a bit of a difference between the different Dirt games from what I know. Like, some are definitely more arcadey than others.
Who's there?
Enemies are everywhere.
Jaske Stauf.
I heard a sound.
Aw.
Time is up.
That's cool, Mr. Goody, that you can actually make your own tracks. Can you also share them with the community? Exactly, Leo. If there's no one to tell the tale, then technically it's stealth. Yeah, no worries, Dr. Darling. I had a feeling that you might, you know, vote them wrong on Twitch chat or something. Or I was like questioning my own memory there. You know, like, did I talk about something I just don't remember anymore? You know, that's also always a possibility as a streamer, especially. Because you tend to think on like many different things at the same time. But good to know that it wasn't even. It's rumors of a gear merchant here. So why is that important for? Well, let's check it out. That's cool, Goody. I do like that element a lot when, you know, the community can get involved to create new content.
There is another piece of origami. What is this? A hidden message in the butterfly. It speaks of a child being kidnapped. I need to find them.
Pacho. I secured the child without problem. Her mother was told to bring the ransom to that burned out well just north of the temple of Osaka. There's no one there but gardeners, so it's easy to watch. No payment yet. Rico. Or Richo. Parkour. He's so slow. But hey, it's realistic at least. You know, I'm gonna be honest, I take realism over fancy moves any day in AC games, and even if it limits like the parkour capabilities of a character, I mean, if it makes sense, then I'm all for it. It makes it more special when, you know, a character can actually be really good and proficient in parkour, rather than just making everyone like a master at it. Yeah, that's another origami.
More origami. No message in this butterfly.
I haven't tried the leap of faith yet. With Yasuke.
Another butterfly. This is a strange game. No message in this butterfly.
Calico bobtail. Was definitely a yes. Oh look, there's even like little ones. You can even pet the kittens and then give them as
You're a good hunter.
unique pets. Okay, that's really sweet. I love the fact how many animals you can, you know, pet in this game. Okay, still looking for the vendor here. Oh. Right. Found him, I guess. So I guess it was only like a rumor, you know, of like an open world encounter. So not really like a quest or anything of that sort.
My son gave me a lucky charm before I left home. He protected me.
Kinda like how Yasuke has a bit of like an acceleration phase. He doesn't go to like full speed immediately. But when he gets rolling, I guess, you know, you shouldn't stand in his path.
Oh, the Kabuki-mono set my home on fire. Just to watch it burn. They bring no good to this world, only destruction.
These people live under the shadow of fear. A shadow cast by the Kabuki-mono. Another origami butterfly. How many are there? A child taken for blackmail. What kind of game is this? The kidnappers are using the origami butterflies to pass messages. Clever, but disturbing.
Kacho. I will have Osaka merchant shout to the island west of Osaka and hold him there. His father is weak and will give us whatever we want. We will soon have control of Osaka trade in Osaka. Mucho.
Proceed with caution.
Caution? I don't know caution.
Set the world on fire!
Oh, another Kabuki-mono.
Put it out!
Proceeds to decapitate the first enemy he saw. I must proceed with caution. It worked out well.
The sword. The sword is the warrior's own hand. Each movement but a reaching out to touch. To fear defeat is to grasp desperately for control, and thereby risk being controlled. To reach out without grasping. Do you understand?
Interesting. That was my thought, Dr. Darling. It's like, I'm just gonna pretend like I understand, I guess. Whoops. I wanted to like repeat, not repeat my mistake. Okay, let's try this again. I thought I had to like redo the one that I failed. More quick time events. I definitely seem to love in this game too. But if I already fail the first one, why don't you just immediately let me restart? Rather than make me go through with the rest of the combo. What doesn't help is that I'm sometimes confusing right bumper and right trigger. Like for me, sometimes it doesn't feel like distinct enough. I have the same issue in Watch Dogs Legion. You know, Watch Dogs Legion had the mini game with playing football. Like, you know, kind of keeping the ball in the air. And the freaking like right bumper and right trigger and left bumper and left trigger like sometimes confused me just after a while. And I eventually, you know, swapped it by accident. I do know the solution to that problem, Dr. Darling, yeah. I mean, for now, I'm fine, but I can see how it might get on my nerves later. Like, if this gets, like, more elaborate and, like, more difficult. For now, I'm gonna, you know, keep it on, but who knows about later. Imagine a title where it's quick time only and you won't even get to control anything. That sounds fun. I love not having menu control over my character. Yeah, exactly, Stanley. That was not my favorite minigame, even though I really wanted to like it, you know, and I like the idea behind it as well. But I wish it chose like other buttons. Like if I maybe made you like pick more between, you know, the primary buttons and like right trigger and left trigger instead of like also adding the bumpers as well. Hold on, there was another chest here. Didn't get. Yeah, I can climb this. The brain-hand coordination is not very well to keep that going. Yeah, that's fair as well. It's very tricky, for sure. Like I never got like, you know, a super high score. But there's some people can keep it up for like 10 minutes plus or so. Which is pretty impressive, but I definitely can't. Okay, I would say we're currently done here in Osaka when it comes to side quests at least. Okay, what do we have here? Oh yeah, there's another Kujikiri, so that's a memory for Naoi. We're gonna do it at a later point for now. Oh yeah, this was a Kofun for Yasuke, that only he could do. I kinda wanna have a look at the gear vendor real quick though. Wanna see if there's any other outfits that they're selling for Yasuke. I would love to use something a bit more lighter, like not really a heavy armor type. More like a Ronin attire or something could be cool.
Welcome! Surely I have something to strike your interest.
Exactly, the Power Ranger outfit. I have to say I'm not like the biggest fan of his main outfit and this one. I kind of preferred this one for now because it isn't quite as bulky as the other, but still bulky. But yeah, I'm not a particularly big fan of his like default look, I have to say, like with the armor and everything. But whenever I saw him like wear any lighter armor, I really enjoyed his look actually. Okay, there's some helmets and some armor. Hey, a Ronin armor. That's what I'm talking about. There's also Carnage Samurai armor. But let's get the outfit of a Ronin just so I can like wear it. Visually speaking. Let's also get the Kabo Kimono headgear. Yeah, we can even buy a Teppo at this point. That could be good to have. But yeah, there's even a bow. Kinda wanna wait until we unlock one naturally, though, I have to say. So I'm gonna hold on for now. But I guess that's how I could also stealth a bit, right, by using your ranged weaponry. It's morphing time. It's been like so freaking long since I watched Power Rangers. I watched it like a very little amount when I was like 8 years old or something. And then not since then. I have a butterfly collector. You know, it's actually kind of smart to build the quest log like this, right? Because they can kind of like endlessly extend this. So if I ever want to add like more content, you know, they can just like add more space, I guess. Ah yeah, the Ember is dead. Ember left the firebrands, a gang of lordless samurai who claimed they would purify the world with flames. Their actions suggested they simply enjoyed the destruction. Ember was a true pyromaniac, who only wanted to see the world burn. His flame has been snuffed out. Yeah, that looks alright, I guess. I didn't need like the extra straw, but I do like it better than the other outfits here. There's also the Kabo Kimono headgear. I'm gonna keep it hidden for now. Teppo. The Teppo is a front-loader flint rifle with destructive power and high lethality. Its velocity gives it more range than its more traditional counterpart, the bow, and this power enables it to pierce armor from a distance with ease. It is extremely accurate as the bullet travels in a straight trajectory rather than an arc like an arrow. Conversely, Teppo have a slow fire rate due to their complicated mechanisms, which causes the weapon to have a long reload time. Kata are chains of practice moves that help practitioners visualize a combat scenario from a safe space. Gaining this additional experience outside of real conflict is an excellent way to build muscle memory and be ready to respond correctly in combat. Yasuke uses kata to perfect his knowledge of the many weapons available to him. Well then, time to leap of faith as Yasuke. It's not a haystack, but I reckon it will be counted similar animation-wise. Maybe not. It was definitely more of a water dive than a haystack dive. I doubt that's how he leaps into a haystack. Huh. I thought I could destroy this by running. Maybe I can actually carry the oil jars as Yasuke. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't explode. That's annoying. Upon contact. So I need like a ranged weaponry to do this. Unless I could throw like another barrel on top of it. I could also try striking it, but that might actually hurt me in the process. But I'm gonna try if nothing else works. Yeah, it works. Don't need a ranged weapon after all. Need the haystack. It just works. It does. Gonna see if I can find one soon. Wait, I gotta tank more damage. Okay, I mean, one barrel isn't quite as bad. I'm actually get health back as well, so that works fine. Oh, that's where I came from. A damned end, is it? One thing I would say that I kinda miss, and it's been the same thing in AC Odyssey, that there's like pretty much no open world documents whatsoever. You know, Origins, Valhalla, Mirage made use of that by telling you stories within the game world that aren't directly tied to side quests or main quests, at least not necessarily. And I think it made the game would feel more alive, you know, by telling these stories behind the story. But this game seems to not do that either. It seems like I actually need another barrel here. But how? Maybe not. This definitely has to be destroyed. Okay, I must have missed one here. Somehow. Ah yeah, so this one can be destroyed. Nice. It was such a troll move. It's like you're too heavy to even walk on a rope. Even Ava could walk on a rope, and Ava wasn't the lightest either.
Which way is out?
There we go. We got a bow. Our first one. The Blush of the Earth. Extend clear mind duration by 5 seconds. Well, I have no idea what this ability even is, but we're gonna find out, I guess. Time slows down around you for 10 seconds while aiming. Sure thing. Let's also get the marksman shot. And let's also get poison arrows. Why not? Yeah, I'm enjoying the game so far, Mr. Cody. I would say it's been, you know, a pretty fun time. I can see how the longer I play the game, the more I probably will feel like, you know, it's getting a bit repetitive. Granted, that can be the case with many AC games, so not gonna hold it against the game so far, but it's definitely noticeable that there's like a bit of a lack of, you know, for example, things like animations, right? It seems like every weapon only has like 2 finisher animations or so, which is not that much. And I can, you know, for example, see how that maybe, you know, gets old after a while. To be fair, it already has gotten old at this point. You know, things like that. But I mean, you know, the game itself is definitely fine so far. Having a decent enough time with it. Oh yeah, I'm loving it, Dr. Darling. Best parkour in the series. The Yumi bow is an asymmetrical long bow, 2 meters in length. While massive in size, its relative lightness allows for speed, maneuverability, and versatility. It is an ideal weapon for close to medium range engagement, but requires fine precision and dexterity on the part of the bowman to master the arc's arc of trajectory.
High precision gerecht.
Exactly, leave at high precision.
High precision gerecht.
I like the style right now with Yasuke. The Ronin outfit, the bow, the katana. I like it. Okay, let's see if we have a haystack over here. Where we can dive into. Nope, it's the water. Be right back. Right, I'm back.
They are curt, though they mean well. These are not friendly times.
I am looking for Lord Ise Satatame.
You have found him. You had better come inside. You must forgive my servants. They thought you were sent by my brother.
Your clan name. Your brother's Ise Sadoki, Mitsuhide's son-in-law.
You know him?
We've met. He's not very easy to forget.
Then you know what he has become. Though he was not always that way. We were once close. Until he did this.
Sadaoki did that?
He poisoned me. And when I was sick, he took control of our clan. Now he commands whatever Lord Mitsuhide bids. It has caused us shame and anger, as you saw.
You do not support Lord Mitsuhide?
Do you?
Mitsuhide murdered my father. I will see him dead first.
Then we can speak plainly with each other.
You said there has been trouble with your brother?
Trouble upon trouble. Sadaoki has joined a group under a secret name led by Mitsuhide. Do you know it?
The Shimbakufu.
Yes. I thought I could reason with him. I sent letters persuading him to break with Mitsuhide.
If he is Shimbakufu, you cannot save him.
You may be right. But he is my brother. I had to try. But my messenger was attacked outside Arashiyama. And Sadaoki's reply stolen.
We have only your word. What if you are also Shimbakufu?
If you recover the letter, you will see that what I say is true.
And what of your brother then?
If he refuses my counsel, I will go with you to Yamazaki Castle to confront him. It is my duty, but we will need help. I have an ally, a samurai from the castle guard, who is hiding at Kiyomizu-dera Temple. His name is Ujimasa, a good man. If you win his trust, he has knowledge that will help us.
Thank you. Understand that when we go to your brother, it will not be to reason with him.
I still hope it will not come to that.
think it's a bit odd that you have to choose who you're gonna be playing as, returning to the open world exploration. We should just keep your old choice, considering this doesn't like exactly, you know, start the next quest in this location. If it would, then it would be good and makes sense, but at this point I can just go to a menu and choose myself if I want to. But yeah, that was actually the first part of the main story here. Of our next target. The Shimbakufu Ise Sadaoki. Before the son-in-law of Akechi Mitsuhide, he helped betray Oda Nobunaga and poisoned his own brother in order to take control of the Ise clan. Okay, let's go ahead and find the messenger. He's in Yamashiro, southeast of Arashiyama. And on the bridge. I think we have a chance to do a leap of faith into a haystack this time.
It is harder than it looks.
You survived. I would say that's good enough. Yasuke is just gonna destroy all the haystacks, jumping into them.
This is bad. How am I going to get in there? It was an Oni. I saw it. Who are you?
Your lord sent me to recover his letter.
Oh, you won't want to when you learn what took it. Lord Sadatame didn't believe me, but if you're going in there,
You should know. It was an Oni!
I would like to see what it looks like. Where do I go?
Oh, you don't want the Oni to see you. Trust me. It came from the bamboo grove. Follow the path behind the temple. Be careful. It's fast.
Yeah, I believe it when I see it. Tenryuji Temple and the Rinzai School. The Tenryuji Temple was established in 1339 by Ashikaga Takauji, founder of the Ashikaga shogunate and protector of the northern court. Tenryuji benefited from its foundation from part of a trade income between the archipelago and China of the Yuan, the Mongol dynasty. Merchant ships were sent to China from 1342, the profits of which were used for the construction and expansion of the temple. This decision to reconnect with China after the Mongol wars of the end of the 13th century was taken by the shogun on the advice of a Zen monk, Muso Soseki, one of the great intellectual figures of his time. Established in the Saga district on the western outskirts of the capital Kyoto, Tenryuji quickly became one of the great Zen monasteries of the Rinzai sect. In fact, it was one of the 5 mountains, the 5 most powerful temples of the sect. Tenryuji, which burned many times throughout its history, became a center of intellectual and artistic life of the 5 mountains culture. Founded by Muso Soseki, its Zen garden was considered one of the finest examples of the art. Reworked and modified over time, it remains a beautiful example of 5 mountains culture. Zen, in its Rinzai version, was imported from China at the end of the 12th century by the monk Aisai. Aisai introduced the new doctrine with support from the leaders of the Kamakura shogunate regime, who favored the arrival of Chinese Zen masters. Rinzai advocates for seated meditation in the lotus position using koan, paradoxical questions that allow access to enlightenment, satori. This practice was favored by warriors who allowed the Rinzai school to prosper. Between the 14th and 16th centuries, the great Zen masters understood how to become trusted advisors to the main shoguns of the Ashikaga dynasty, much like how the Jesuits knew how to advise certain Western princes.
If I must.
I make my own choices.
How disrespectful. Yeah. Where are they?
I'll make my look.
I make my own choices.
Better not be a waste of time. So easily.
Really think they would be stunned by doing a heavy charge attack. But there's not like in previous AC games where doing like a heavy attack or even a charge heavy attack will interrupt whatever they're doing. So if you're doing a red attack and you're thinking you're interrupting it, you most likely are not.
What's going on over here? I should take a look. Dying one.
This is how many fucking attacks. So he gets to do like 5 free attacks. I get to do 1? Seems legit. Okay, so the question is how to get up here as Yasuke. Is it even possible, or do I have to use Naoi to do this? Seems like I have to use Naoi. But you can't when you're inside the restricted area.
Stick to the shadows. I don't want trouble.
my forest. It is I, the Oni. Haven't you heard? You should be careful around here.
You look more like a common thief.
And you look like you're trying to be tough. You see how deceiving looks can be?
You stole a letter. Return it, or I will take it from you.
Lousy samurai. Let's see if you fight as badly as you smell. So that's how it's going to be. Let's
A letter? To me?
Do you want to keep going?
You are good, but I'm better.
Not even my ability actually interrupts what he does.
Nah, the real fight hasn't even started.
Now, who is better?
So cocky.
You made that harder than it had to be.
That's the most fun I've had since I got here.
I want that letter.
Fair fight. It's yours. I can't read anyway. I'm bored of this place. I was hoping for more nobles. Maybe even those Issei idiots.
What do you have against the Issei clan?
Other than being rich, I had a girl in Kyoto once. Really cute, too. She was Sadaoki's servant. They treated her like dirt. They treated all their servants like dirt. I'm going to repay them.
Even if they deserve it, judgment is a treacherous road.
Whatever. Anyway, I heard some rich merchants are passing through villages near here soon. I might go and say hello.
I do not recognize the language in this letter. What is this?
A letter? For me? Arashiyama Forest. The Arashiyama site in western Kyoto, located in the Ukyō-ku district, has been a famous scenic site since the Heian period, when it became a place of pleasure for emperors and court nobles. It includes the Hosogawa Valley, which is nestled in a gorge between the Arashiyama and Kameyama mountains. Downstream, the river forms a kind of lake, spanned by famous Togetsu-kyo Bridge. Poets have praised the beauty of the valley, with its cherry blossoms in spring and red leaves in autumn. People have long enjoyed boating on the lake or navigating the river's rapids. In the 14th century, the Tenryō-ji temple was built near the village of Sakano, one of the great Zen temples in the capital, whose income partially came from the exploitation of the Arashiyama forest for timber. Tenryō-ji is best known for its Zen garden, one of the earliest and most beautiful in the capital. It was created by the Zen monk Muso Soseki, the temple's first abbot, in the 1340s. The temple burned down several times throughout history, although it was rebuilt. Not far from the Tenryō-ji is the famous Nonomiya Shrine, literally a palace in the countryside, where the future Ise priestesses would undergo abstinence and purify themselves before assuming their duties. Today, the site is famous for its remarkable path through the bamboo grove.
You survived? Did you get the letter?
Yes, but I cannot understand the code. Could you read it?
I'm still learning, but let me try. Your arguments. I do not help.
I meant read it aloud to me.
Oh, sorry. Sadatame, your arguments are empty. We have already won. I do not need or want your help. I will not write again. Sadaoki.
Lord Sadatame was being truthful. Take that letter back to your lord. He'll be eager to have it.
That's a cute outfit. Did your husband give it to you?
In fact, he did. Don't you like it? There's another target we could kill. Sure thing.
have not seen you in Kyoto before.
I love when people are not stunned in smoke bombs.
Ichihime was not a cruel killer like her older siblings. She just wanted to escape with Goro. I have killed someone who wished only for a better life. Forgive me, Ichihime.
Oh. That's not good. The time for us to escape is soon at hand. I pray it shrines for strength. Goro still thinks father can be reasoned with. I don't have it in my heart to tell him he's wrong. Yeah, exactly, Gordy. You know, like, if you throw a smoke bomb, they shouldn't be allowed to just attack you immediately.
Give me those years.
Hello! Samurai over here! Yasuke, former samurai to Lord Nobunaga. I am honored to make your acquaintance.
You know me?
I am Ota Gyuichi. I was a warrior like you, but now I spill more ink than blood.
You are the one they called Lord Nobunaga's scribe.
My notes are but a diary. Little more than that. But still, I could not resist chronicling the great deeds of our days. I saw you with Lord Nobunaga. You have been witness to some significant events. I am envious.
We will not see a man like Lord Nobunaga again.
No. We must remember who he was and his place in the world. That is why I need Canon.
Canon? I am not familiar with them.
They are crests that the samurai, daimyo, clans, and even some Iki use to represent themselves. I am curious to learn if having a collection of Canon will help me see how they all connect. Something to bring some order to my notes and diaries.
Why not approach the owners of crests directly? I am sure many will be honored to be included.
I prefer not to involve my subjects. Some may try to influence what I write, or claim it as their own.
You may rely upon my discreet assistance.
Excellent. It is the current practice to keep a copy of one's Canon in a special chest, distinct from other such containers.
If I come across any, I will bring them to you.
That's right, Dr. Darling. Took an arrow to the knee. Used to be a traveler before Yasuke found him. I was about to say that's a big fella, but it's not that bad in comparison to Yasuke. Looked like he looked bigger on the stairs, I guess. Music in medieval Japan. In Japan, music developed mainly in connection with dance and theater. For example, gagaku of the imperial court was formed between the 8th and 10th centuries, based on music with more or less theatrical dance of ancient Japanese, Chinese, Korean, Manchurian, and Vietnamese origin. This was done to organize all types of ceremony in a style influenced by Tang China. Conversely, shomyo, the recitation of sutras with a melody in Buddhist temples, also formed in the same era under Chinese and a little Indian influence. This form that was appreciated as a song of liturgical music in the Middle Ages doesn't accompany dance or theater. Gagaku is played by aristocrats and musicians in the service of the imperial court, while shomyo is sung by priests and monks. However, people of lower status were also involved in numerous other types of music, dengaku and kusemai accompanying dance, sarugaku and enin including theater as well, and sekio bushi derived from shomyo. It is well known that blind monks saying haikyoku while playing the biwa as well as early Joruri were playing the shamisen. The patrons of music were essentially aristocrats and Buddhist elites. By the 14th century, many shogunate leaders were fascinated by Dengaku or Sarugaku, as well as many samurai who participated in Kyoto salons during the 15th century. It is said that at this time, a samurai created Kowaka Mai, music and dance originating from Kusumai, which was adored by Oda Nobunaga. Little is known about the music in villages or towns. Only Foyo, thanks to it being presented before elites, was mentioned in private journals and paintings. Organized since the 15th century, it is a type of popular dance and music done mainly in summer or early autumn to pray for protection against epidemics. People dressed up or wore their splendid clothes, they danced in groups and sang accompanied by gong, drum, and flute. From the Edo period came many rituals, dances, and folk music. For example, Bon Odori, the dance with music organized today everywhere in the country in July or August to delight the souls of ancestors. Bit of a typo there, but isn't the first time in AC that happens with a database.
Welcome to the Kiyomizu-dera water streams.
I have not heard of these streams.
The water is renowned for its purity. Each stream here is said to bless any who drink from it. One stream brings love, another success. The rest, longevity. Yes, that's it. But choose carefully. You can only drink once. The greedy will receive nothing.
Success in our effort to unite the country is more important than anything else.
You chose well. Canon bless you.
My thanks, Ojimasa.
You knew because I stammered, right? It is so hard to remember the words.
Lord Sadatame sent me. I must find a way into Yamazaki Castle to confront his brother.
It is past time Sadatame brought that corrupt little sycophant to here. But what you ask is dangerous, and I have no reason to trust you.
What must I do?
There are rogue samurai harassing people near Kyoto. Though they have no right to call themselves samurai. I know of a samurai who likes to pick on one of the merchants there. Talk to him. He may know the rest of them as well.
I dealt with some of these samurai already. I will return when I have found them all.
Oh wow. I'm so sorry. I just realized I was muted while reading all of this. Requiescat in pace. Wow, so we have Aoki Uchimasa, a close friend and confidante of Ise clan Daimyo Lord Sadatame. Aoki Uchimasa is a former samurai in Lord Mitsuhide's guard at Yamazaki Castle. Outraged by Mitsuhide's betrayal of Lord Nobunaga, he left for Kyo Misodera Temple, where he posed as one of the temple monks. Aoki Uchimasa now works quietly in defense of a vulnerable fraud Yamashiro, while vainly attempting to memorize his spiel for visitors to the temple's famous fountains. Reread the entire database. I know, right? Gotta make up for it. I have no idea why they had to put Spiel into this database entry, you know. Like, I know it's kind of like, you know, a German word that is used in the English language sometimes, but it always bothers me a bit, you know, because it's often used like in a totally wrong context, at least, you know, from the German, you know, meaning of a word. Like Spiel translates to a game, you know. But the way they use it is like, you know, that's like someone's way of doing things, you know. Like that's more what people mean by using Spiel in English. But that's not really how you would use it whatsoever, you know. But yeah, I guess it's kind of like from the understanding that what's your game, you know? Like it's a common phrase in English, I guess, you know, like what's your game? And I guess that's why people maybe assume that they can use Spiel in the same sense. And I mean, if I want to, they can, you know. Language is ever changing and it can be changed. And eventually, you know, it can mean that, or maybe it does now at this point. But I feel like often people, or often it's used like an almost pretentious way, you know. Because I could easily say game instead of Spiel, but that way, you know, people have to at least understand what the German word means before they get what the person means. But I'd rather actually, you know, use it for what it actually means. But yeah, like also in TV shows and stuff, when people say Spiel like that, it like always triggers me. But yeah, I had to get that rant out there. It's the same with Krass. You know, like firstly, it's called krass. And secondly, it's often used like, also not really, you know, the way that people would say it in German whatsoever. But yeah, a few of those words that get massacred in the English language. Hey, we got rank 3 for knowledge. That's cool. That unlocks the next batch of abilities here. Oh, Hidden Blade can be used against large enemies. Absolutely. I need this. Yeah, let's get the catalyst here. After a combo ender, press light or heavy tech to extend the combos with a quick strike. Ah, goddammit, I don't have enough for Cyclone Blast otherwise. It's also quite expensive, so I want to wait either way. 7 mastery points is a lot at this point. Okay, let's get Vigor 1. Increase now his adrenaline chance by 1. Let's also boost the damage on Kunais. Give them more armor piercing here. Just want to make sure that we can actually headshot and assassinate people, you know, without having to be thrown into combat, because that happened a lot early in the game. That we, you know, didn't really make like a mistake in stealth, but got detected due to not having sufficient assassination damage. Yes, so we do this in southern Kyoto. That's everything. Let's do it like this. Ah yeah, there you are.
I'm not allowed here. I should be quiet.
Can
Come on now. Dude, why do I throw smoke bomb? So I can assassinate you, not so I can attack you. Why did I throw smoke bomb? Or why did I assassinate you without a smoke bomb? Because my assassination damage isn't enough apparently. So throwing a smoke bomb can mean you get an assassination, they don't see who assassinated them. Ergo, you don't get thrown into combat. Ergo, you can go ahead and assassinate again. But no, you throw a smoke bomb and now he just decides to go into combat. Ah dear. I could have played as Yasuke, you know, instead, rather.
Come at me, coward! Oh, we'll fill the Takahashi's sword!
Jesus, what is the damage? This is just bullshit. Is what it is. Perfectly stealthy. Can't assassinate. Throw smoke bomb, get thrown into combat. It's like literally the opposite of what the smoke bomb should be about. And now like the freaking entire, you know, location is like on alert. Oh dear.
Something's up.
You should be careful.
The thing is, they're actually very bad at chasing in this game, so you can always just fuck off and try again.
Give me one shot.
Inoshichi, the head of the Takahashi clan, is slain. May his influence in Kyoto be forgotten. Here died the great fool of Owari, a victim of his own ambition.
Also, another thing I don't understand why they're still doing it in this game as well is the ability. Let me see. The Egan roll, you know, it's supposed to be an ability that reduces 4 damage, right? And remember, we had that option already in like games like Unity, right? The assassin roll, whatever they called it, which was like a manual roll that also, you know, got rid of 4 damage. But I don't understand this, why they chose the clunky animation, you know? Like the animation they chose is basically the one where the fall didn't go very smoothly and it looks like they actually took some damage while landing. Where like a regular roll forward would be, you know, much smoother looking. And even from like short drop, she still does that kind of like sideways roll. It's really weird because in Valhalla, if you remember, that was the default roll that Eivor did before he actually learned the proper rolling technique. And I think we've done the same thing in Mirage, but I'm not too certain. But it's really weird, like, animation work-wise, you know, they definitely had access to the, you know, proper smooth forward roll. The one that, you know, regular parkour dudes would actually utilize when, you know, using a roll after falling. Because, you know, landing on your back and side isn't exactly ideal. You know, you want to have like minimal contact to the surface when landing. So I don't get it, you know? Why they chose this freaking animation. I get it on like, you know, like really large drops, but if it's like even like a small one, just a bit weird looking. Especially given how much effort they put into other, you know, parkour animations in this game. Because there's some really good ones like the cat pass, which we hadn't really had before in an AC game like this. We had it also in Unity, but it was a super rare animation actually to trigger. Can't vote here apparently.
I'll find out what's going on here.
What does this guy have against me?
This one was carrying a letter. So we're being hunted by Mitsuhide's Ronin, are we? I'll keep watch for them.
Ah, that makes sense. Because usually the Ronin don't attack you just like that. But that makes more sense. That they've been hired by Mitsuhide. Alrighty. But yeah, that's actually gonna be where we'll go ahead and have a save here, because this is gonna be everything we will be doing in this stream. Now with about 22 hours of playtime and level 20 reached. But yeah, we will continue here tomorrow with a really longer stream. And we're definitely gonna get the next target, I would say. We're probably quite close here to getting the full Ise Sadaoki. And after him, I guess we're gonna focus on the Naginata next. Being like the next, you know, kind of like level. At least the closest. No, and I don't have enough points for the German summoning. Requiescat in pace. Next time, Dr. Darling. I was thinking about streaming for a bit longer, but honestly, I'm a bit too tired for that this morning. Can't like stream for much longer. Definitely didn't get enough sleep tonight, so I think this is my limit for today, since I still have to work later. But yeah, still made some good progress today, especially on the side stuff front. It was good also to have more time with Yasuke and getting to, you know, have him be a bit more at the forefront. But next stream we're definitely gonna balance it out a bit more between the two characters. But yeah, today I wanted to kind of like highlight Yasuke primarily, now that we've gotten him as a playable character. Gonna go and raid out to Rod, who's also playing Assassin's Creed today. He's working on Assassin's Creed Unity, and for that game he's doing a black box assassination challenge. So in every major assassination in the game, he's not allowed to be detected before or after assassinating, which in itself is super difficult sometimes. But he's also having like additional parameters that apply. So really cool stealth challenge that he's doing. If you're curious to join us, there's some raid modes in chat, feel free to copy and paste them. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with more of AC Shadows and also longer stream again as well. Until then, I hope everyone's having a good rest of the day. Thank you all for joining us, and I will catch you in the next one.